There's a time by then I came on live and I was really crying. I remember that was the first live. I think that could be the lesson, and I was crying, and I didn't say nothing because even people are saying like huku US amefanya hiyo kitu. So I was like, this is the time ningefanya nini? Hiyo time ningetoa social live na pia ningefuata Ibra alikuwa ananiambia Abi, personal life acha kuweka kwa social media. And I was like, niachane. Ndio kuna vitu nilikuwa naongea vitu zingine mzazi atafai kuwa anasikiza. Sasa zilifikia mzazi. So that was the worry, and now I had to come back in Kenya to explain.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight will be the night to remember, to be alive. It will be a night for many, many more years to come. I've been looking for this lady. I've searched online. I've looked after her. I've followed her. I can say most influential, 30 under 30. ABUJI, all the way from United States of America. Welcome to SPM Bars, Sauti TV, Trudy Kitui, and Faith, Kenya. How do you feel to be back home?
I feel great. I feel I'm in motherland, so I really feel so great. Yeah.
And before you left to America, how was the feeling? Like now you live in Kenya to America. How was the feeling?
I remember the first time I was leaving Kenya going to America. Firstly, I didn't think like US is somewhere where we can explore and get some good things over there. I thought US is just like Qatar, like Europe countries and all that countries. Like I can name them like Saudi Arabia, and you know how people think and people are being taken care of, and complaining about some issues. So I was so nervous about it. I can say it was a chance, not even a chance, but it was a luck, good luck anyway, because I never thought about America. I wanted to go and study outside the country, but not in the US, of course. So I got a green card, and a green card, it just came. I didn't know what a green card is. My friend just, asked me to apply the green card, and I applied the last day, and I won. So after winning the green card, it took me few months for me to accept to go to another country, because I thought of fraud, because I used to lose my phones and everything. So when the guy told me like, come and see, you have won the green card, I was very, I took it a different way, because I just knew losing phones and all that stuff, maybe this can be a con person or whatever. But now he was a nice person who really took me through the application for the visa and for interview and all that stuff, and I went. So after going there now, that is when I find out that it's a very different thing compared to Saudi Arabia and other countries that I usually hear about. So the place was nice for the first time, because people were driving as a car was like a basic. So and it really inspired me, like, oh, how am I going to be driving all on these roads and all that stuff. So, and also people were having they were having like more than 2 jobs, which was very different in Kenya, whereby I was really struggling and trying to sell some Airtel lines and Safaricom lines along the Moy Avenue areas. So it was so inspiring. Yeah.
How was the reception in America?
The reception was nice, and it has been nice even up to now, but I don't like the weather. The weather really changes too fast, especially when it's very hot summertime and when it's very cold winter time. So, but the place has been very nice here.
Abi, you've been sharing your experiences with the people living in Kenya sometimes, and maybe watu wengi huko Kenya wanaona mtu akiwa US yani wanaona ile life huko. Sometimes hebu tueleze, kuna time maybe una feeling homesick, ndio unaona sometimes watu wengi wa US wana spend most time kwa internet wakisha experience. Sasa mimi Abi nimeenda shopping kidogo nini, is it because ama ni kuwa homesick ama tu unataka kufanya watu wa enjoy hiyo experience pamoja na wewe ndio unashare?
Number one is social life in America is not that much as in Kenya, because hatuna social life kabisa. You tend to come from work and house school work, you know, unazungukia tu hapo, so it's very hard that unaenda kutembelea mtu like a friend. I'm looking for a friend and I have to go for an appointment, just a friend. I'm going to nakuja kutembelea and unakuja saa ngapi? 4. If it's not 4, ukifika 4:30, it was like, no, I waited for you and I didn't see you. So it's not as easy as in Kenya, where we have social life, like we communicate with people. And also when we go to shoppings and all that stuff, we tend, sometimes some things are not, they are generally done different as in Kenya. Like you can be served, you can serve yourself while maybe doing some shopping. You can serve yourself and I mean pay and go. Like gas, you can put gas on yourself compared to here, like unakaa tu kwa gari wanakuwekea mafuta, but hapo hivyo lazima utoke nje ujiwekee mwenyewe. So some things are totally different. Yeah.
At some point, did you feel like maybe life is not good, it's difficult? Because now you've said pale ulikuwa ukienda kama tuseme uko na gari unaenda unajiwekea mafuta, and compared to Kenya, ukiangalia life ya Kenya is totally different. Ulifika mahali ukaona now you're getting tired of that life, ukafeel like you should come back home?
Yeah, the only thing that makes someone get tired is when now you sometimes, you know, you can work a lot and that money is not there. You work today, you get paid tomorrow, and money has vanished. Or maybe sometimes you can be called at home. Like me, whenever I'm there and I find the number like 254, someone calling me more than twice, I feel so nervous and I'm like, no, who is this calling me? There's an emergency at home. So even if it's 2 a.m. at night or 3 a.m., I have to wake up and, you know, and call back and see who is this calling me. Someone is, I just want to say hi. I'm like, really? So that is sometimes it really makes someone feel like I want to go back home, especially when you find a call of someone who is sick and you find a call of someone maybe died. You feel like you want, like when I was there the first time, my friends died. Those corona times, my friends died. I have neighbors and other people who died. So, you know, you feel like I want to go. I remember the last time when I came, I was putting flowers in different people because I lost the beloved ones, and, you know, yeah.
Abuji, let's talk about your adaptation in America, because I understand when you left Nairobi, you had your dreams you wanted to achieve.
Like, okay, they want to come to the US too. And they don't know I went with a green card. They just know I studied really good and I got maybe to do a PhD or a master's in the US, which is not true. But the thing is that the adaptation in the US has been very good, because what I have achieved in the US as compared to when I was home, because number one thing that I wanted really to achieve is to build my mom a very big mansionette. And I mean, that was the first thing that I did, even before I got my first car. So I remember my first car, I worked in Amazon, which is, Amazon is like a supermarket. You have to stand and, you know, putting things in the pallets and all that stuff. So that was my first job I did. That was in Amazon, and it really paid me. It pays good, but it's so tiresome. People don't like it. So some people, they were like, why did you go to Amazon for 3 months, 4 months? People go there like 2 days and they quit. But I stayed there for almost 3 months, and that was the first job that gave me the first car. So I bought the first car, which was also really, I mean, people are saying like, Abi, how can you buy a car of, because the car is almost like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 for the person who is coming into the US for the first time, because, you know, you don't have money. So I bought a car of around 4,600, which was really good. It was a Honda Civic, and I honestly, I got an accident with it for the first time when I was driving. But that was the first thing I achieved, building my mama mansionette, which was really good, because when you compare my home, I came from a very lowly background, the background that people cannot understand, because it was very lowly. And I wanted to achieve more, especially taking care of my parents, mom and dad. Yeah.
Okay, Abby, what are some of the challenges you faced in US? Because we understand in every place, everything that you do, there must be challenges. What are some of the challenges you faced?
I might say sometimes it's loneliness, because you feel like you want to have your beloved one, like mom and dad and other families, and, you know, people that you love. But now you come from work and you come home and there's no one and you just sleep, or maybe give a call and video call and all that stuff. That's the number one thing that have been a very big challenge. Number two, I like being born and as an African lady, I thought maybe washing clothes and doing other things like, you know, house chores, they have to, you know, kuinama na kufanya, but it really sometimes when nikosha vyombo kama ni kwa dishwasher nazitoa naanza kuosha tena cause na feel ni kama hazijangara, you see. And sometimes when I wash the clothes in a washer or maybe in a dryer, or dry the clothes, I feel like hazijangara, so naanza kurudia kuosha kwa shingo, you know. Yeah, those are some of the challenges. But challenges kubwa, I can say no, because it's a very busy place that you really need to work hard every single day.
Abuji, let me take you back a bit. I understand you come from a very humble background. You know, you being the first person from your community to go to America, to live the American dream. Do you remember that night when your parents were with you at the airport, the last word maybe they told you, the inspiration, the message that keeps you going up to now? Because I understand this is a win for your community.
My parents, they never knew more about America, but I have a friend who had applied for me the green card. So he was invited in my party, send away party, when I was going to America, and also he accompanied me to go to the US. The guy, I remember he told me like, in the US, you can work very hard every single day, but now you need to take care of yourself. Especially, you know, people, he was telling my mom and my dad, like, people will be arguing about money. I'll be sending my brother money, and I haven't sent my sister money. So there'll be a quarrel of cash and all that stuff. So he told me when I go there, I have to take care of myself. Number one is myself first, before I take care of any other person. And number two, he said, I can work minimal time. I don't have to maximize, because when I work, like, I'm going to work like 24 hours, 16 hours. Then tomorrow, I'm so tired and I work maybe 16 hours again. Then again, I'm tired. And what happens? Maybe I can knock myself in a road accident or all that stuff and lose my life. So he told me to just work very smart to make sure that the little I get, I can share. But even if it's not right for me, like if it's come and work 8 hours, or if I'm feeling tired, I don't have to. I just have to work according to, like, PM konangu inafika. So that was the advice he gave it to me. And my mom told me also, he was like, usiwalewe na mzungu, come back home and get married here. So, and he told me, I was like, Mom, kwa nini? He was like, you know, when you get married in Kenya, you're going to invest in Kenya. You're going to, you know, you will invest in Kenya, and you'll have even, you'll be visiting. Of course, we have people who go in there and get married there and they just forget about their family, you know, yeah.
We know Africans, we have a lot. To be precise, in Kenya we have a lot of culture. What is that one culture shock that you saw in America that you don't have in Kenya? And again, how do you deal with homesick?
I mean, I can say the one culture that I have encountered in the US so far is the lifestyle. Like lifestyle, especially in terms of, I can talk about in terms of like making a family. I have seen people who are like 90s, 80s, and they are called themselves boyfriend and girlfriends. Compared to Kenya, whenever you go to a man's house and you stay there for a week, what is that? That is marriage, right? But in the US, you can stay with a man for 20 years, 30 years, even can have kids together, and you call yourself boyfriend and girlfriend. I work in a healthcare, and I've seen people coming to visit their beloved ones, and they're calling them, say they're 80s, 90s, they call them, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend. Not married. So it really amazes me, because like in Kenya we say like we have to get married and you have to marry. When you stay with someone for more than a week, more than 2 weeks, parents will say that is marriage. So you see, can we say marriage? So yeah.
Is it true that in US you marry with contracts? Like contract?
Oh, mostly actually some people they are like they want to get married. Like when you start a relationship, your partner will ask me which relationship do you want? do you want to stay like for a long-term relationship, like getting married as couples, or do you just want a lifetime, like let's just be friends, be friends and just courtship and all that stuff? Yeah, yeah. Or can I just do this and do this? I have kids, of course. I have like 3 kids, and you don't have a kid. Can we just like have that friendship with benefits? So yeah, mostly they will be asking you like, which kind of relationship do you want? Are you ready for this? So you have to be. And whenever that thing comes out, when you say maybe like the relationship should be like a long-term relationship, you have to adhere to the whatever that is started from the first time go. Number 2, there's something that shocks me a lot in Kenya. You can as well, you can, if you have like let me say you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, and you guys you have maybe misunderstanding. You know, I can go in my boyfriend's house and just knock and say, I've come, let's talk, and and can we have a talk, or can we meet somewhere and have a coffee and talk? But in the US, no. Whenever someone says the relationship is done, is done. You can't go in his house and say like you're knocking and you're asking for the second chance. They will like, I'm gonna call for you the police, or maybe these areas and restriction for you coming in. So yeah.
Abby, can you tell us ile kutoka kwenda US? Umesema you work in a healthcare facility. How is the experience like? And can you share? I've seen online so much you really take your time to share with Kenyans how they can immigrate to the US. You give them tips and maybe encouragement. Can you just share with Kenyans what kind of jobs maybe are good to do for Kenyans, and how was your experience compared to jobs right here or at home?
Jobs are there, and as the first person who can come in the US as like the newcomer, let me say that. So kukuja mara ya kwanza, of course, you have to start from down. I did economics and studies in KU and graduated, and when I went there, nikaanza kufanya Amazon. Amazon ni job za mkono. So I started doing that, and secondly, I did in healthcare, of course, taking care of the old age, who are doing just home cares, like maybe washing their clothes, washing them, taking care of them, feeding them, and all that stuff, making sure that you're changing the diapers and all that stuff. So hizo ndio vitu tulikuwa tunafanya. So ukikuja US wezi kuwa choosy with job. So mostly you have to start from down. So kuna hizo jobs za kutekea ya mashosh, manyanyas, babus, kuna zile jobs za kufanya kwa warehouse like medical assemblies. Kuna zile jobs za truck, but now that one you have to be having maybe a deal yenye na kuruhusu drive as a truck, driver. So kuna a lot of jobs that you can do, but mostly jobs zenye mtu ufanya US mostly ni hizi jobs za kulinda wanyanya. So tunawalinda na sisi tunatuma pesa Kenya. That is what we do, and I think that was my second job I was doing, taking care of them, and I loved that because you keep on growing and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay, Abby, right now, tubisinzia wewe ni celeb. Ukiingia pale TikTok, ukiingia live, people are really saying you inspire them, unapata 1K watching, 1 point something watching. Maybe kuna wakati uliwahi fikiria kwa siku moja utakuwa inspiration kwa watu, uende pale TikTok kama ungetu mahali like people are really following you. Ushawahi fikiria kitu kama hiyo?
No, I never thought about that, but I wanted to be to do media. That was my first thing I wanted to be, and I wanted to be a nurse, of which God have helped me in that. But mostly I wanted to be like a media. You could find myself just talking to myself. Nilikuwa napenda kujiongelesha, and I used to do some poetry and whatever in school. So nilikuwa napenda choir sana. Hizi vitu za media nilikuwa napenda sana. Even when you come in my home, I have a studio. I have a small studio at my home. So nilienda tu nikasema, okay, I don't have a social life. What I would do, I have just a small studio, some light, ring lights and all these stuff, zikapo hivyo, and I play sometimes keyboard anytime when I'm free. So sikuwajua that I can talk to someone can listen to me. I never knew about that, but whenever kuna time nilikuja, I was talking about how to come to the US and how to apply the green card, and that is when I felt like, okay, people really want to explore life. People really want to, I mean, to get a better life than the life I'm staying. So nikaanza kuambia about green card, about the visas that you can have. Most visas za kukuja US si lazima mtu akuje na green card, si lazima mtu aolewe. We have student visas, we have, I mean, we have also, I mean, that green card visas, we have visit visa. Unaweza kuja kunitembelea pia. Naamua tu nakuja US kunitembelea kama venye wazungu wanakuja. Wazungu, they come to Kenya kutembea. Sindo, also pia sisi tunaweza kuja US kutembea. Just come, and you don't have to have good money, but you just have to know what you're coming to do. And also you have to have tales, like if you have a family at home. Ukiona kale ka young kid kana kuja embassy, sometimes kana deny visa because anajua katakuja tu kabaki. But see, ukiona mtu mkubwa like my dad akiomba visa, kuna around 99 chances of him getting a visa because they know he can come back to, I mean, to the country. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Abby, let's talk about now your adaptation, your transition now from Kenya. You're arriving in America, trying to survive, going through your college courses, living your dream, and becoming Abby. Because I understand there's a big number of Kenyan community living in America. Maybe they impact your life in one way or another.
Where? Okay. Hapo sijui nitasema nini.
Because kuna watu walikushika mkono wakakusupport, wakakulea, wakakuonesha hii njia, hivi unafaa ukae na watu, sheria ni hivi, barabara ni hivi.
Yeah, I had a host who's Ibrahim. Ibrahim alini host, by the way, and I really give him thanks. He's a hero to me because he really alini inspire sana a lot, gave me a job, show me how to drive, you know, and all that stuff. He has been a nice person in terms of hosting. Yeah, amekuwa mtu mzuri, and I really thank him so much wherever he is. Yeye ndiye alinikaribisha US, and you know, akanionyesha this is how it's supposed to be done, and this is now US, and this is, you know, tabia za Kenya tuache Kenya na hizi tabia sasa za US, you know. Ile time ya kuchelewa, I used to be by the late kama nilikuwa napenda kuchelewa job kabisa. So alikuwa akisema kama ni 2 am ni 2 am ya mzungu, si 2 am ya Mwafrika. So I used to keep time now. And number 2, honestly, English ya Kenya na US, I was floating a lot because he was really translating for me. So we used to work together and go look for job. Alikuwa anamuuliza anasema aje, mtu anasema nini? Anasema mtu ukisema kitu kama huelewi, just say come up again. So that come up again was too much, but again that courage ndio nikaanza kuongea na wao, and you know, alafu ile kuongea, that's the reason why I don't work when I'm talking English is one day nilikuwa naongea what is water, and mzungu akaniuliza what are you saying, I don't understand what you're saying. So sijui nilikuwa nimesema aje, sielewi completely, but so I just talk the normal English because the moment I talk ataniuliza what are you saying I can't understand what you're saying. So English pia ilikuwa hard sana, alafu kupotea, mazee nilikuwa napotea. Kuna day nilipotea, I was going to work, I lost almost like and I was using actually a GPS. I got lost like almost the whole day. Yeah, 7. Kuna day nilipotea almost 7 hours. Yani nikidrive to. Yeah, kupotea was like I never like could drive, uko nervous una drive at the same time, hata mtu akihutu uko nyuma hizi angalia nyuma yako, is like afana you have just kuangalia forward. So nikapotea. And the third thing also ilinifanya sana nika feel like okay, I can do it. First day of driving was really crazy because I went, you know, in Kenya we drive with right hand. So I went wrong way. So nikahutiwa tu pip pip pip, and I was like, "Mom, where are you going?" So mimi nikamwa tu kusimama because by then tulikuwa tumekosana na host, akaniambia utajipeleka job. So nikajipeleka job. Akasema na uko wapi? Nikamwambia so ulisema nijipeleke job. So akasema uko serious? Nikamwambia yeye nimeenda job. So from that day akasema oh, hii kosa na jana ilisaidia sana, now you have gone to work by yourself. Na from then nikaanza sasa ku drive kwenda kazi. Yeah.
Nimeona you've been sharing a lot on social media, as I said, inspiring kusaidia wale watu kwenda US. How has it been maybe for you life on social media. In Kenya you've gained like a celebrity status. Watu wanangojanga tu Abi anapost nini leo, Abi anafanya nini leo, Abi ako wapi, Abi anatuonesha nini ziko huko, Abi anatuonesha wapi, anatuonesha shopping. Maybe ni what good thing have you learned from social media, and maybe what bad thing have you learned?
Social media is good, but again, at the same time, it depends what you are doing on social media. And I can say I'm one of the person mwenye nimekuja kuwa na social media is not even a joke. Okay, kwa social media you need to be very careful, especially what you are saying, what you are passing through, and also what you are, what you're talking with people. Hiyo kitu unaweka kwa social media, what are you putting? Are you putting something that it's social media doesn't forget? And nikuja kurealize sitakuja niambia Kevin, hiyo video ulikuwa umepost jana unaweza toa. I have to pay you. Number one I have to pay you for you kuitoa, and number two what was share. So someone have already shared, and I cannot be able now kutafuta mtu kwanza kwambia mtu aki for real toa hii kitu inaiona hapo si feel poor, So that is again something that I also learned. Number 3 I've learned in social media in a negative way. Actually, like in social media, whatever that you post really tells a lot. Especially in a personal life, like I challenge you now, because I can talk about my previous video. Actually, I didn't want to talk about that, but I can talk about that little bit. Because I remember when I went online and I was talking about this and this and this, I thought, people will be like, oh, this is Abby, this is what you have passed through, I'm sorry about this, But now, hapana, watu walinishapen wanaambia, hii ni upuzi. Wacha ufala, hii ni upuzi unafanya, You can as well talk hizi vitu nje uko nyuma ndio river. Sasa nikasema like, I thought maybe people like, oh, and this and this and this. It's not all about brand, but it's all about who are you. I was like, I am Abby, but now this Abby is passing through this. Can I just share? So I was like, I could call mom and tell mom, my shame and shinda, mom, I want this and this, But now these online people, they'll come to your home. Others wanakuja kukuongelesha, wengine wanakuja kuangalia what do you usually cook, and all that stuff. So I find it very hard because people, they are kunibombeleza, by the way. Everyone was like, hii ni upuzi yabu unafanya, and even my dad, my mom, they were, sikujua kama zitawafikia, and sometimes when you are mad, you can talk anything, right? So I was talking anything because I was really mad, and kuongea na vitu zenye zinafaa kuongelea maybe kwa jikoni, which was really disappointing. But that is a lesson too, and that is the past though, but it's a lesson that whatever that I pass through, I want to pass through to people. Kitu inaweza funza mtu, and if it's something that I'm really feeling I want to do it, and this goes to everyone, if you're having something that you do, because everyone has shortcomings, I can stay with my mom, and my mom anafanya kitu yenye sipendi, I don't have to bring kwa social life, say mama yangu ndio anafanya hivi na hivi, hapana. Sometimes it loses also your IQ, and inaharibu kila kitu. Yeah.
Okay, Abby, whatever you are sharing was all about you and Ibra, and maybe you tell us relationship yako na yeye saizi iko vipi? Mko sawa?
Yeah, we are okay. We are doing good, and as I said, tuko sawa, and everything is fine. I can't say we are together or not together, but everything is fine, and I thank God, like everything went okay, and ikarudi chini, and hata sisi wenyewe tukaanza kuwatch. We actually on our TV tulikuwa Google something like ABUJI, and Google like ABUJI US, and you find all those sheets, and I'm like, what is vitu zingine tunaanza kucheka, vitu zingine it's very disappointing, because with social life people don't know who you are exactly. Like tumemita nyinyi leo mmejua Abby ni nani, but before then mmeona tu Abby on the social media. Haujui Abby anakaa, haujui Abby anapitia life gani. That's now people don't know about that. And some people, they even comment in cyberbullying because maybe they're stressed up and they want to finish their stress over there. So if you're not strong, you can even get depressed and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay, outside that story, Abby, it might be personal, but I'll have to ask because of the fans. They were saying maybe wewe ndo ulikuwa toxic. Now we want you to clear this, at least waone tu, because now Abby is here, and Abi vile mnaona kijibu maswali, she's so nice. So kulingana vile walikuwa wanasema Abi ndo mtoxic nini vitu kama hizo. What can you say about that?
I mean, talking about toxic is a very big word, you know. But I can say I don't know how people rate me because people don't know me personal. But I know the friends who know me and the friends who know Ibra, they know what I was talking about. So people from social media, I mean from the netizen, they don't know who Abi is and they don't know who Ibra is. So for people who are around us like friends, they know exactly who we are because hapo ndio tunakimbilianga nasema huyu anataka kunifanyia hivi, huyu ni wakoe. So you see, yeah, before ni share au ndio watu na share nao and au ni watu wanaona hata yenyewe kitendeka. So I can't say I'm toxic. Okay, I don't know, I cannot rate myself and I cannot give myself maybe a hand clap and say Abi, you're doing a good job. People are the one who see me and you know and they say who I am. And I put off the fans because they don't know me. They just know me because I was talking about green card and all that stuff, and my negativity came across it. So, yeah.
Just Abby, just to understand, because I understand Kenyans love to judge so much. Do you feel like maybe you being on social media costed your relationship? Do you regret maybe, because I understand maybe you guys used to live a good life, you guys used to be very, very amazing couples?
I can say no because everyone was having a future of being a social media staff and whatever. Ibrahim wanted to be someone, mtu anapenda kuambia watu vitu na hivyo. Alikuwa anapenda kabisa. Na mimi pia nilikuwa napenda. I started by then mimi nilianza social media wa kwanza. So I did a video on TikTok and akaniambia vitu wanafanya aje. I taught him how to do the TikTok whatever. And now he started now coming up TikTok because his content was really influential. Watu walikuwa wanapenda sana. That is when now he came in akaanza kufanya that thing na kaipenda. And one time I told him like, now why can't you just do things in YouTube? Sasa ndiye akaanza kufanya na YouTube and I was on YouTube first before him. So akakuza YouTube and he gained some followers and people loved the content. So siwezi sema imenikosa sana, but what I can say imetufunza, like, you know, some things you can solve, and if you know you cannot solve, you can unaweza part ways, unaona watu wanapatingi ways and wanapata watu wengine and life inaendelea, and that is how life is here. Yeah.
We've never got a chance maybe to sit down with Ibra, talk about now the content creation, the journey, the inspiration, but I believe and understand you're among the few people that mentored Ibra to start content creation. You are the guy behind the idea Huku US.
Huku US, kwanza sisi tulikuwa tunajua, hatukuwa jua Huku US is a funny name until watu wakaanza kuitumia Huku US. And you know Huku US is something that you can just say, like ni kitu inakuja tu unaweza sema, like unajua Huku US, like unajua Huku Kenya, vitu zinakuanga hivi. So we never knew that one can be a brand name and become, you know, something nice. Until now watu wakaanza actually the fans ndio walitufanya tukakundwa the word Huku US, which was good. But he's really doing good, and one time he gives up, he's like, I don't want to do anything anymore because unajua sometimes venye alikuwa anasema siji mafans walimsaliti and all that stuff, but he came up again as like, no, I have to do this because this is what I like doing. And sometimes he will come even out from kwa nyumba, anatoka vitu zake, anatoka tu anaenda sasa aende job, ana postpone kwenda job, anaenda kupiga ma video, you know, all that struggle of making videos to make the fans happy. Yeah, which really anapenda media kabisa, anapenda media completely. And hata vile alikuwa anasema siwezi post anything until 30 years. I think he was just hungry. But after that he came up again. Yeah, I raised again, and I'm really much happy that ako sawa and kila kitu iko poa.
Abi, let me ask you, just in terms of content creation, kuna ile, and I know there was that incident that happened, there was a problem obviously. How do you feel that at some point maybe kuna watu walichukua maybe kwa ile video ilikuwa yako ya live wakaweka, it was even on Classic 105, people were talking about it. How did it feel? How did it make you feel maybe?
CJ feel vizuri hadi wa leo because, you know, the funny thing is that, you know, media is funny. People only take some funny thing, anachukua kitu funny, you know, something funny ni anachukua anaipost. So, you know, people who don't know you, they just kama you're classic 105, it's really yani nashanga, what is this? Like the whole narration that I just made, wangechukua tu only aka tu waeke tu sasa waseme like this a stinginess, really. It's like nashanga, like did I talk the whole like almost 5, I mean the live was almost 5 hours, so did I take like 5 hours and talk about stinginess or talk about something? So I kitu inanisumbua sana is like, why did they not talk something that I wanted to pass out, that I was feeling like inaniuma sana, like they take that vitu kidogo kidogo, ndio wanatuma. But now I came to realize like now that is how media is, because people maybe they want likes, people they want comments, people they want views, so wanasema ini upuzi, because they don't know what it is exactly. Yeah.
At some point, did you regret maybe sharing that story?
Yes, I do. I do really regret, and I was actually telling my brother, you know what, I don't know what happened to me that day, because I'm not a person who usually talk a lot, especially in my personal life now. So nearly, I mean, see, naweza sema like I do regret kabisa, because I wish I could call, his uncle and talk to them, and also maybe ninge call someone, maybe hata kwa church, mtu mkubwa kwa church niseme, I'm having this and can you help me? And I think ningekuwa tuko poa saizi, and I could be, everything could be fine. Yeah.
We have ladies, Abby, pale nje wenye maybe wanapitia the same thing what you went through your time, na maybe wanashindwa what should they do, wananyamazia, wanafeel wafanye nini, but now wewe saizi you know how to go about it, you can at least advise them what should they do. Maybe mtu wako kwa tuseme relationship na vile kuko si fiti, unapata umefanywa hivi na hivi na hivi, what can you tell them?
I mean, people have choices. There's choices, and you can choose what you want, right? You can choose anything that you want. Unaweza choose kitu yote unataka kufanya. So if mtu ana feel like hii place imefika place mazee haiwezi, it's better unajitoa tu. And sometimes when respect in a cut off, then everything just cuts off. So respect is what really matters in whatever, maybe relationship or everything. So kama hakuna kitu kayo, it's better you have a choice. You can stay, alafu utaona kinye itatendeka, or you can quit. So uko na choice, whatever you want to do. And also you have people surrounding you, of course. You can talk to your people and tell people, and tell them and ask them, this is what this happened, There's a time by then I came on live and I was really crying. I remember that was the first live. I think that could be the lesson. And I was crying and I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing until one of the celebrities just came in my home to visit me, and I never even told him or her that this and this happened. So I was like, I'm just fine. I'm just having homesick. But that was not the thing. The thing was really life equal poor. But now I think that is the time. Since after that, when I came on live after a week, everyone was asking, Abi, why were you crying? And people are commenting also in the comments. So that is the first time ningefanya nini? Ningetoa personal life na social media. Because even people are saying like huku US amefanya hiyo kitu. So I was like, this is the time ningefanya nini? The time ningetoa social life na pia ningefuata Ibra alikuwa ananiambia, Abi, personal life acha kuweka kwa social media. And I was like, niachane. Alikuwa anani-warn completely. He used to warn me about personal life. Because sometimes I could be saying things and people are asking like, uongo, so I just want to prove. I was like, why do you want to prove to people? So alikuwa ananiambia hapana, achana story na personal life kwa social media. I mean, you want for a long time. Some of the videos, some of the videos nimetoa. Because alikuwa ananiambia hizo videos zinaka so personal, zitoe. So nazitoa, but ile after short argument. So naweza sema pia mimi nimechangia ile kutokusikia kwenda kwa social media, because yeye ukiona personal life yake hajaipost personal life yake, you don't know even about personal life yake. But me ukiona a lot, I think I lost some track nikaenda kwa personal life, which have really cost me a lot.
Abi, let me just to ask you, because I know we are all human. As you say, you have learned from the mistake you made. Maybe has it affected you in your personal life, in your work life, in your relationships at home, maybe kwa wazazi. Saizi maybe kuna mental issues, kuna watu wana control, maybe waliongea vibaya. Has it affected you in any way and even in your personal relations?
Before then, yes, it did. I was really much depressed. I was really much low. I wasn't even... sikuwa naenda job, by the way. Almost like 2 weeks I never went to work. And I was just home. And what I think ilikuwa naniwari sana is some videos that people they download. Actually, they downloaded I mean, I don't know how they recorded or I don't see walikuwa nafanya nini. I mean, was screen record. So they were just sending them kwa mtandao. So kuna vitu zilikuwa naongea vitu zingine mzazi hatafai kuwa anasikiza. So zilifikia mzazi. So that was the worry. And now I had to come back in Kenya to explain. Because I could not be able to explain while in the US of like, mom, this and this happened, you know, and this happened. But I thank God, they really, I mean, mazazangu anakanga ma digital kidogo, they did understood and, you know, wakanielewa and we had a meeting, we talked as a family and, you know, yeah. My dad was like, unapenda social media, my brother, unapenda social media. If you love social media, then personal life keep off. Just keep off personal life. And you don't have to come even right now. As you can see, I haven't uploaded my videos for quite some time because I was like, okay, let me just cool down. Yeah.
Okay, just to understand, from whatever happened, now can you trust on your friends? Do you have people you call friends right now? I mean, you're trying to keep your social life very close?
I mean, ever since that thing happened, actually, I lost friends and I gained friends. I gained a lot of friends. And I want to thank this girl called, Beauty Soul. Beauty Soul has been the best friend. She's a really spiritual girl. And she called me from nowhere. She's in Italy. So she called me and told me, Abby, can we talk? I'm like, sana ta control nini. But now the girl was really a nice girl and we talked a lot and we met together and we had a coffee and we talked and you know, sometimes I was like, unajua venye moyo wangu inagonga sana. He's like, can we pray? And then we pray just in the phone and we cry and we pray and we cry, you know. So I gained friends, but I lost other friends. Yeah, whom I cannot even tell because I lost them because of some like I think they were waiting for my downfall. When someone who is just waiting for you to fall because maybe you have been doing things that are funny, sana ngoja tu follow. And you know, sometimes the reason why I lost them, when I went to the comments, maybe Tuko uploaded a photo of, a post, when I like a post up and they're like, you know, this and this and this and this. And then you go to the comments and you find your friend just commenting bullshit. You know, a friend who is not even calling you and telling me, are you fine? He has a friend mwenye ako na namba yako. Haizi kupigia simu kwambie. Asha comment. Ama nenda kwa group ya, imeenda mpaka kwa group ya homes, ma WhatsApp group. Unapata tu WhatsApp group ime pop up. Then someone akupigi simu. Ako na namba yako, he doesn't call you. But now he goes there comment, hizi sasa ni gani? Anapenda maybe kama ama emoji, loving emojis anacheka, you know. And you feel like mbona amesikia about kitu kama hii, mbona haizi kupigia simu kuuliza, Abby, are you fine? Are you okay? I'm putting in mind I'm in a foreign country. Are you fine? Are you okay? Are you doing good? No. Sometimes I feel like just saizi niko okay, saizi I'm fine. So I feel like maybe it was God's plan. But kuna vitu zingine wezi zuia anyway. Now people have past. People have past and the first thing I wanted to have to get you people as fans in a positive way. But anyway, I got some of them. I got like kuna hiyo siku nilipata a lot of followers, especially on TikTok, just because of that stuff. And I remember I was having like 36,000 followers, and I got like almost 45,000. So I'm around 10,000 people, which was like, you know, I didn't want to, which is really sometimes frustrating because I wanted to get followers in a positive way.
Talking about friends, kuna this famous friend, wacha ni friends in quote, ambaye alikuwa maybe friend wa Ibra, ni kama walikuwa wanaongea kwa simu, Andrew Kibe. At some point alianza kuwa troll na niliona at some point ni kama walikuwa wanaongea na Ibra, labda walikuwa wanapanga kufanya kitu pamoja. How did you feel about some of the comments that he made maybe?
Number one thing, when hata before hii story na itokezee, I remember when I surprised Ibra on his birthday. I remember that time alitoa video which was not good. You know, he keeps on talking ill about ladies, you know, and maybe they think that when a man is having a lady, then a lady is moved forward. Sometimes I ask myself, who was the behind the camera? I mean, mwenye anashoot your camera akipeana content. Maybe it was me who was in the background nikishika camera. Mbona hizi clap ya the person mwenye alikuwa anashika camera kutoa content? You know, it feels really bad that people talk bad about you when kitu mbaya imetokezea, but they don't clap for you when you're doing something nice. So hiyo ndio mimi hata juzi tu like 3 days ago again ametoa another video, but me I don't even care because, you know, I know who I am and the friends that I don't care about fans, because fans, they will talk anything because they don't know me personally, but I have friends who know me who I am. So they know me who I am, and my parents, my family, of course, wanajamii ni nani and what my future and what I have achieved and what I'm still here to achieve. So that is what keeps me going.
Now that tomorrow it's Valentine, are you waiting for flowers?
I mean, I have found some flowers, and it's arrived mapema, which I feel so well and so good. But I have never celebrated Valentine with a love or whatever, because most of the time maybe I'm away or something like that. But most of my Valentines I do visit. Like last year's Valentine I visited I mean the Red Cross kids and wherever. And I mean tomorrow I'm leaving. I'm going somewhere else to kutembelea watu. I wanted to talk about the maternity wherever these guys, the women. So there is I really love kids, so I'm going to kuwatembelea. I'll be going tomorrow in a certain hospital. I don't want to mention about that, so I'll be going tomorrow to kuangalia kama naweza watembelea, to put on the diapers, you know, to talk to them and feel how it feels to be a mother, you know. Yeah.
Just to add something, I understand very very romantic. I've seen last time you surprised Ibra with an iPhone, some flower, a dinner, a wine, a private party. Being a month of love, as he has said, I don't know now how you plan to celebrate apart from now you receiving your flowers, because I understand there's always, you know, if you don't have someone maybe to reach out, you can buy a gift to your friends, you can make that calls, you know, you can wish someone, even if you guys went different ways, there's always a way to remember, because you have memories to cherish.
I know. Yeah, I know. As I said, that is also personal, because I know there's a lot here amenifanyia, a lot that yeye hangeleta kwa social media, because he feels that is personal. So hata mi kuleta that whatever iPhone whatever, he felt that was personal. So and mimi nimekuja ku understand what personal is. And someone asked me this, whenever you are posting something, whether it's a photo, whether it's a video, ask yourself, when this one reaches to your mom, ataichukuaje? Mamaka akiona hii video aone hivi, atasikiaje? Will she clap, or she will be like, this is my kid doing this? If it's a photo, ataona hivi aseme, mtoto wangu, is this the... So ukiona hiyo kitu itakuwa positive, then post it. That's what he told me. Kama unaona itakuwa very positive to the people that you love, especially my mom and my dad, au ni watu wako old age, you know, when you do something, they'll be like, this is wrong, this is wrong. If you feel it's gonna be nice to them, they will be really feeling. Unanga watu wanakipost kitu kwa status, wana hide status because they know Uncle gonna see this, mommy gonna see this. So that is the thing. So that is what we call personal. If you feel like other status hawezi weka, and then that is okay.
You also bought a car for your mother and your brother. Feeling ilikuwa vipi? Because the way I know that ka feeling.
Bouncer.
Security kila kitu kutuelezee walifeel aje.
I mean, the reason why I bought actually a car to my daddy is because my daddy, I felt like I need to appreciate an appreciation, you know. I need to give an appreciation to them. Maybe, you know, you don't know about tomorrow. Tomorrow anaweza kosa kukua, mimi naweza kosa kukua, and you know, I'm struggle yote. As far as I have done this and this at home, I feel like my mom, I mean, a long time. And I need, you know, and I need to thank my mom and my dad to kuambia thank you for, I mean, kunilea and all that stuff. So I did that. I also did a song to them and thank them, I mean, for the best thing they did. I have 4 brothers. I have 3 brothers. I gave a gift to my twin brother because I'm not an eating person. Miss Penny kukula. So my twin brother, I mean, yeah, kwa kukula, he was kind of kidogo anapenda. So when I was a kid, a small kid, like when I was like, I mean, some few months old, 9 months, whatever. So sikuwa napenda kukula uji and porridge, you know, hizi vitu za watoto. So my brother alikuwa anapenda. So alikuwa ananiachia matiti mimi nanyonya. Alafu he was my twin brother, so yeye anakula. Mamangu anamekisha amempea uji, amekunywa uji, kameshiba, alafu sasa mimi ndo nanyonya sasa. So I was like, no, I have to give you a gift. You did a good job, so yeah.
Okay, you've been very supportive to your family. You love to treat your family right. You always give them gifts. You send them money at least. Do you miss to be treated right? Do you miss, you know, someone to cherish, maybe to appreciate you the way you are, to treat you like a baby girl? Because you deserve to be loved.
I cannot say I don't, because I'm given the love from home. That's number 1. Number 2, my mom taught me how to be independent. So I'm that an independent person. I mean, by this is kula fair. I think I have to kula fair. I'm not kurudi tu ndama sijui kula fair ndege ama nini. Sije kula fair anyway. So I have been independent all through, and I mean, the people I have exes, of course. Niko na 2 exes, so they know I mean napenda kukuwa na pesa twangu tudogo. Before I went to America, I was here in Moya Avenue. I was just in Moya Avenue and, you know, trying to sell two lines to Airtel and Safaricom. Mama buy line, mama ni buy a line. I used to do that, and I was a student in KU by then. But nilikuwa natoka asubuhi kama sina class na kuja tao na chapa hustle na rudi home. Sometimes hata naweza shikwa na kanjo na pelekwa industry area na lala huko. So I was very independent, and when I was also small, when I was like class 7, class 8, I used to sell miwa. Hiyo unapata watu wanapita na miwa kwa barabara, unakomboesha, and you know, weekends you sell them, and we have this what we call skaringuru. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, so skaringuru also I used to kata kidogo and I sell them. So mimi ni yule mtu nimetamani tu kukuwa like independent person, so na feel tu niko tu sawa, and yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
Because you're very beautiful, you're very loving, you're very in terms of beauty, you know how to dress, you know how to talk. You have what it takes for a man to, you know, even propose. I don't know now because guys are missing out, because we need to know, your fans need to know what is the status. Because what can answer? Unajua mapema the best.
I can't say I'm single or I'm dating. I don't know, but I'm just there.
What do you mean you're just there?
Because I
haven't received DMs, guys proposing, they'll treat you right.
I'm waiting for tomorrow's Valentine, maybe. Maybe someone propose me, that's fine.
How many guys have DM'd you, maybe? Just to try to...
I don't know if these people are serious.
How many DMs have you received?
I have a lot of DMs. I really have a lot of DMs.
Why don't you consider one?
I don't know if these guys are serious. Kenyan guys.
You don't. No, we have celebrities who are single, you know. Good-looking guys. Why don't you date a celebrity?
Because one thing that happened on online last time, people are saying like nataka kupull the brand ukiwes chini. So I'm like, no, I'm feeling like I'm not treating vizuri, you know. Si sorry na kupull down the whatever. So I don't wanna like, okay, he's a social media or na date mtu ni social media guy or mtu ni celebrity, alafu kesho hii vitu za nyumba zi happen, and I'm like staki like ile like unajua mtu akikuwa celebrity, they are like, if you get pregnant, someone is pregnant, if you get 2 kids, someone got 2 kids. But unajua ile mtu mwenye yuko celebrity, unajua hata akipata mtoto we don't know, he feels, oh ulipata mtoto hii. So that life pia I just wanna like hata sasa hivi nilikuwa nasema nikipata boyfriend ndampost tu makucha
Peke yake. So in short, Abi, you won't date a celebrity.
yeah?
In short, you won't date a celebrity.
I can't date a celebrity. No.
Your parents walikwambia usiolewe na mzungu. Abi right now ukipatana na mzungu amekupenda, amepropose, kila kitu akona qualities zote unataka, you won't marry?
I'll consider that if that person is a hardworking person, that person also, I mean, respects my culture. I have my culture, so if someone respects my culture, as a hallelujah girl from Africa, you know, lazima, you know, tunaweza ongea, we can talk about that, but someone who respects my culture really means a lot.
Naweza guzia dawari kidogo, mtu anafaa kulipa mahari ya pesa ngapi? Because you are being a lawyer.
This is what I was actually asking my brother, because my brother was like, there's a guy who was asking my brother like, nataka kuona na sister yako as ng'ombe ngapi? My brother was like, hapana, mi bora usimchape wewe, hata ng'ombe usilete, bora wewe yakae tu na amani. So someone treats me well, I don't mind about dowry or something like that. Anyway, it's good to appreciate to parents about who I am, and I know dowry ranking is quite expensive because I can't say anything. I can't tell because I don't know, but it can be very expensive because number one, I'm a learned girl. Sijatoka to village. Hata kama nimetoka kule village, mtu nimesoma, and that means I'm still studying, and I have to appreciate my hard work. Of course, nimesoma. Shule by this is not easy. Doing nursing, doing economics is not easy. So that is one of the things in the same. But I can't quote like ni pesa ngapi. But also pia when I got a man mwenye, and like maybe aizipana mahari, I don't think kama inaweza kwa big deal kama hana, that is. But kama kona, it's good to appreciate wherever. And you know, like home kwetu, I can be able to build myself a house and stay, but my culture can't do that because I have to get married, and that means I have to go in that person's house. Hata kama ni nyumba ya nyasi, lazima niingie ndani anioe, alafu after that maybe we can build a vacation house somewhere else, but he have to marry me to go to his house.
Butita fanya kama wecheza kama.
Okay, Abby, just to understand, when confused kidogo, lakini it's sawa, because me understand one thing, Sahi, because you're a household name, so many guys will try maybe to hit up on you, and will you rather choose a guy, because umekata kutoka soko, umesema utakaa soko kidogo, will you rather choose a guy mwenye ako pale kwa kijiji ambaye yuko na true love, because na understand true loves utapata kwa mashinani maybe, than upate msee ambaye amesoma, kuna gari, kuna do yake, ama wewe unamshinda kimshahara, una earn kumshinda?
I mean right now, because I have learned a lesson through friends, through exes wenye nimekuwa nao. I think also kuna class unafaa kukuwa ndani, and that is what I mean, one of my teacher told me when I was having a Thanksgiving for my parents, I invited any person mwenye amenilea. And any person mwenye amenilea, of course, peer teachers. So I had those CRA teacher, wale wa primary social studies teacher, they came. So I'm here to upload that video, but it's there. So but now this is the thing. He told me this, date your class. So like date your class. So kama mtu kama hajamaliza form 4, surely. Okay, maybe ana pesa kwenda college, but now form 4. Ako maybe class 8 or maybe, you know, form 2, you can't think the same. But mtu amaliza form 4, you can take the person to college, right? Anaenda college alafu. But high school is itakuwa ngumu sana kwenda kufanya KCSE and whatever, next exam and all that stuff. But the thing is that having brothers in the village. So I mean, as I tu watu wa village now ita tu brothers, because we could date village as like, you know.
It's your class here for
it's not my class, but I can just say like they eventually they're gonna heartbreak me, because I mean, men, they like wanaume anapenda kuleta, si ndio? When they see a woman analeta, and then they feel intimidated sana, and they feel like they want to bring, and wanaona ni kama respect, and whenever something happens that maybe you do something that is a misunderstanding, they will be like, ama kwa sababu you have it. So I'm like, now I think I have to date someone of my category, because nikisema na date mtu mwenye si category yangu, you know, I mean inaleta shida kabisa, and I have a kind of that problem, because whenever we have a misunderstanding, he's like, are you doing this because you have this, or because you are capable of doing this? which is really disappointing.
So Abi, as we finalize, it's been a very inspiring conversation. Maybe where do you see yourself hii miaka 5? Umepanga kufanya nini? Umepanga life yako ipige step gani na gani kimaisha?
Imagine last year nilikuwa nimeplan. I mean, when the year ends, you need to unajianalyze, unakacha unajiuliza like I haven't achieved some of the things, and I thank God I achieved some of the things that I wanted to. But kuna vitu unafika pale unaona unakata tu na kwa na baby fever, you want to get married, you know, and unaona, you know, you see some people are staying a good life. So for in the next 5 years, I'm seeing myself, I mean, bearing in mind my past have taught me a lesson. So I feel like, I mean, focus. You need to focus in whatever that I want to do, because these things, they're gonna come, you know. If it's a husband, atakuja tu. If unajua husband, kama Mungu amekupea 90 years and you're getting married at 30, so imagine 90 to 30 you're staying with that person. So why should you be in a hurry? So I tend to like lacha tu ni struggle kufanya vitu zingine kwanza, so that when this guy comes, hata ataona nikituma pesa mingi nyumbani aseme mzana anatuma tu pesa nyumbani kwao, badala tujijenge. So itafeel vizuri kama atanipata kama niko ready, you know. I have my things, and I have encountered my things, and the best thing that I want to do is I want to finish school. Of course, I'm still in school, so nataka nimalize shule, and you know, other things can follow.
And just on that, are you maybe seeing yourself ukai US, ufanye kazi, upige kazi, then you relocate back to Kenya? Obviously najua uko na green card, so wewe ni mtu wa huko na bado ni mtu hapa. Do you feel utafanya kazi relocate, ama life yako tu itakuwa ni US, Kenya utakuwa unakuja tu kuvisit?
My plan is maybe life starts in 40s, ndio. My plan is in 40s. I feel like I want to come to Kenya kama nimeshafanya vitu mzuri, you know, and I want to come, I mean, invest in Kenya. Of course, that's why I wanted to get married to a Kenyan man, because I want to invest in Kenya, so that I want to come back home and do some things. And nikienda tu Kenya, nikienda US, nenda tu vacation. Wait for vacation for some few months. Summertime, of course, time kuna joto. Season time za winter freeze all the time now. So I'll just be going there. I mean kama vacation, of course, and coming back home and doing my businesses and all that stuff. I really want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be a very, big business person. I was thinking about setting up. I have a friend who just set up, a hospital somewhere in Kisii, which is really doing good. And I wanted also to do the same in Bungoma. So maybe in the next 5 years, Bungoma, they're gonna have maybe the ABUJI nursing hospital. Who knows? Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A message to your fans, tukimalizia, waambie kitu, those ones who have supported you, maybe wale control, wale wanaona unaendelea kugrow na kusikilia wivu. Just a message to your fans.
I can say, for my fans, I can just say thank you, because for the ones who have the positive and negative, comments, whatever, I can just say thank you, because, you know, people have, as I said, people have choices, and people also have whatever they have in mind. Unajua siwezi kufikiria what you have in mind. So whatever view that you view me and you put it across, it's okay. But the thing is that tuko pamoja, and I really thank you so much. And I hope you guys, you'll hear the best from me again, and then me rise up with not that stupidity, but with good things that that pass across wherever that mulisikia. Maybe it was too stupid, but now that stage imepita. I was upcoming social media, and, you know, I just nilitereza, and I'm coming up with the best things, and making sure that at least watu wamekuja. Unajua US, by the way, acha nikwambie, US kuna jobs mingi, and every place they are hiring in every place. Ukipita kila place we are hiring. So mkuje kwa wingi. People should come, because however much you come the whole village, you cannot finish all those jobs. Ziko kila pahali, employment iko kila pahali.
Your dream wedding is still on?
No.
So Abuji, it has been nice having you on our shows. We really appreciate the interview. Imekuwa fiti, umejibu maswali zetu vizuri, una smile, and our fans will really love this interview. Wanna wish you all the best. Na tuseme tu thank you so much. May God expand you. Na tutakuja US kutembelea.
Karibuni sana. By the way, mkuje US mtembele. US is the best place so far. Mpige content kabisa kabisa. And I know you guys can do a good job.
Okay, where should our fans find you on all social media platforms?
My name actually my name is Abigail Abuji, but I'm aka Abi Abuji USM, and on my Instagram is Abi Abuji USM, on my TikTok is Abi Abuji USA, on YouTube is Abi Abuji USA. On Facebook, nimeshinda kubadilisha Abigail Abuji, that is my name. By the Abuji is my name ever since I was a kid, so that is just my name. So Abuji, even my village they call me Nenda kwa mama Abuji, so yeah. But now they don't pronounce as Abuji, they pronounce Apuchi in Luya, so but it's Abuji. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Abuji, for your time. We really appreciate it.